Men of Reddit, what does something us women do that baffles you? How they stick those clumps of hair to the walls of the shower. Pillows. Bed for 2 people needs 8 pillows. WTF. Why? Couch seats for 12 pillows. Guests come over. Move the pillows. Cleaning. Move the pillows. Straighten pillows. Fluff pillows. Complain pillows aren't correct shade. Buy new pillows. Keep old pillows. Arrange pillows old and new. By shade. Ruffle. Design. Thickness. Softness. Emotional attachment. Place of purchase. Vibe. It's like a Dr. Seuss book of pillows. How much hair strands they lose per day. It's a lot. As a woman, I am genuinely surprised I'm not bald. It seems like I lose an entire head's worth of hair every time I brush it. Asking me to do something and then proceed to follow me around and micromanage. If you knew how to do it, why didn't you just do it? When they ask you what we should eat, we name 5 things and they say I'm not in the mood for that. Then why did you ask me in the first place? Also, when I ask my girlfriend you pick dinner, you can't make your mind up. My father-in-law hacked this problem by taking them to literally the same restaurant every time his wife said she didn't care. It got to the point where she'd just start naming places to avoid going to the damn Chinese buffet again, being mad at me for something I did in your dreams. I had a girlfriend get mad at me because I dumped her in her dream. I comforted her and said that it was just a dream. She replied that her dreams always come true, then continued to be mad at me. The really shitty thing is she was right, because I dumped her not long after for pulling that bullshit again. Wearing 4 layers of clothes and still being cold. You're allowed to be mad about something without us being mad about it, but when we get mad about something you feel the need to also get mad, but then direct it towards us. Oh boy, is this a big one. Every emotion a woman feels is completely valid and needs to be respected. Any emotion a man shows that isn't contentment is not only his problem to fix himself, but he also needs to apologize for how his emotions made her feel. Wanted to say this to the wife. Can't say this to the wife. We are having a nice morning after all. The signs. It's hard to know whether someone is hitting on you. One girl's flirting is another's just being friendly. Walk right past the thermostat, and then sit down and tell me to go turn up the heat. They do mean something else then, I think. Every time I try to have him initiate some intimacy, he just fiddles with the thermostat. Asking me what I'm thinking. Saying nothing is the wrong answer, but giving a genuine answer. AKA, I was just thinking about who would win in a fight between a gorilla and 3 baboons. And that's far worse. Just accept the nothing and let me be in peace then. Take whatever time you need to get ready, whether it be 30 minutes or 3 hours. Then rush us when we're about to leave to put our shoes on. What's wrong, babe? Nothing. No, really. Something is obviously bothering you. Just tell me, baby. I said nothing. Later that night you get a text. I can't believe you didn't even try to comfort me tonight. Something was obviously bothering me and you just went on like nothing was up. Asshole. I can't believe you. Why do y'all share intimate details about our sex life to your friends? It's strange to us because contrary to what happens in high school movies, guys don't talk about private bedroom stuff to our buddies. That's private. We don't like when you all do it, lol. Shower with water that's either boiling or freezing. No in between. That's wild. In my experience, women always like it boiling hot, never cold. Acting like you're best friends with someone you hate. It doesn't baffle me. I understand the importance of saving face and keeping people on side. But I do find it quite disingenuous and contemptible. Think that fight for me is a valid approach. Legit had a convo with a girl who told she had a guy ask her out, but said no because she wants him to put more effort into it. Absolutely baffled when told that it is wrong on many levels. Seriously? Can't you tell the difference between no and no? Pronounces them with slightly different intonation and head movements. FFS no, we literally can't. Don't torture the fella. Be upfront. How they don't dress for the occasion. They dress for the arrival. And then after 5 minutes they aren't comfortable. Talk like we're sitting in a library, and then get mad when I couldn't hear what you said. And when we say, "What did you say?" you repeat it at the same volume you did the first time while turning your head away as you talk. Then getting irritated that we didn't hear you the second time either. Megan, my wife, always turns away from me as she's talking, and I don't catch what she says and she gets so mad at me. Glad to hear I'm not the only one with this affliction. Shave your eyebrows off just to pencil them back in. Passive aggressiveness. We notice things when we notice them. You got your hair cut a day or two ago. We honestly don't know when. But when we say, oh, you got your hair cut, you respond all pissy with, oh, now you notice. Or, yeah, 2 days ago. Learn this. Your pissy response does exactly the opposite you think it does. We aren't going to try harder to notice and comment on things. We just learn that you are not appreciative of our recognition and, for fear of getting snapped at again, we'll just not say anything even if we notice something, because who knows if it was the right time frame to notice it in the correct response. If your significant other pays you a compliment or notices something is with grace, say thank you and show appreciation. When I don't understand something my wife says and I ask her to elaborate, she keeps repeating the same sentence over and over, expecting me to understand it rather than explaining it. I don't understand why. Not bring their wallet IDs wherever they go and then act surprised when they need to show their ID somewhere. Lip fillers. Who tells these women they look good? Like you got stung by bees. Every single one of them looks like they just got punched in the mouth. They don't look hot. They look wounded. Sorry you didn't get big pouty lips. I didn't get a huge dick either. Accept the reality instead of mutilating your face. The networking. It's insanely good. And it starts in middle school or earlier. Girls know which guys are interested in them before the guys do. I've worked with youth choirs and church youth groups and have seen it. Guys are hanging out punching each other in the arms and letting farts. And the girls are huddled up strategizing about how to connect one of their tribe with one of the farts-flying idiots. The girls aren't surprised when a guy asks them out. They've most likely arranged the whole thing. How they leave every drawer they've ever opened slightly cracked instead of closing it all the way. The ability to distinguish red from scarlet. If you have a fight with someone and after a long debate you realize you were wrong, why not admit it without any consequences for the other side? I once was in an argument where the other person said proving me wrong doesn't mean you win. I was dumbstruck for a second. I responded, then why are we fighting? Which surprisingly ended the argument. You tell us to love you the way you are, because you're not going to change, but then proceed to try and change everything about us. After having lived with so many female roommates, nothing y'all do baffles me anymore. We've broken him. You laugh. But I've seen it all. Lying, remorseless cheating, smear campaigns, toxic gossip, faking the victim to save face, gaslighting, paternity fraud, avoiding accountability, the ridiculous use of bath tissue, breaking the plumbing with tampons and refusing to clean it, breaking the shower with hair and refusing to clean it, refusing to clean in general, no cooking skills whatsoever, alcoholism, hard drug use, interfering in relationships for clout, skipping out on rent, turning men who are friends against each other and pretending to feel bad about it, ruining other people's personal property because it's convenient, and it goes on and on. Out of 6 women, 1 was trustworthy and of quality character, and she was the only lesbian. The rest of y'all be a bunch of card-carrying Regina George turned up to 11.